Cormac Pearson previews this Saturday night's bout between the out-of-form Cowboys and the confident Green Machine in Townsville at 1300 Smiles Stadium. Team form guide North Queensland Cowboys. The Cowboys are coming off a disappointing result last weekend against the Cronulla Sharks. Up at halftime, the Cowboys then went to sensationally concede 5 tries in 20 minutes, eventually losing 42-16 to the men from the Shire. The Cowboys completed better and had more possession, but defensive lapses cost the men from the north the 2 points. The loss has placed the Cowboys at 13th on the ladder, and as they celebrate their 600th club game, they will be desperate to get their season going. Canberra Raiders. A strong win against the Newcastle Knights has the Raiders moving away from last season's inability to finish games, as they now sit at 5th on the ladder. The Raiders did enough to win last week, outscoring the Knights 17-10 with strong performances from new British recruit John Bateman, alongside revelation Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad. The men in green dominated the possession and run meters, but will be looking to up the completion rate after making 12 errors last round. Squad news: North Queensland Cowboys. After a poor loss to the Sharks, Cowboys coach Paul Green has stuck strong with his squad, naming an unchanged lineup for this Saturday night. 21-year-old Jake Clifford remains in the halves at 5'8", with Michael Morgan leading the team from halfback. Jason Taumalolo and Kyle Felt remain injured as Josh McGuire stands at the back of the scrum at lock and Javid Bowen keeps his spot on the wing. Jordan McLean will line up this weekend for his 100th NRL game. North Queensland Cowboys squad: 1. Tamir Martin, 2. Nene McDonald, 3. Jordan Kahu, 4. Ben Hampton, 5. Javid Bowen, 6. Jake Clifford, 7. Michael Morgan, C, 8. Matt Scott, 9. Jake Granville, 10. Jordan McLean, 11. Gavin Cooper, 12. Cohen Hess, 13. Josh McGuire, 14. John Asiata, 15. Corey Jensen, 16. Mitchell Dunn, 17. Francis Molo, 18. Shane Wright, 19. Justin O'Neill, 20. Peter Ola, 21. Anari Tuala. Canberra Raiders. Ricky Stewart has named an unchanged 17 for this weekend. Aiden Seza remains on the sidelines with a side strain as Sam Williams fills in again and at halfback, following a good performance last week. Joseph Tapine was given the chance to play this weekend, but his broken thumb has ruled him out. Canberra Raiders squad: 1. Charnze Nicoll-Klokstad, 2. Nick Kotrick, 3. Jared Croker, C, 4. Joey Leilua, 5. Jordan Rapana, 6. Jack Whiten, 7. Sam Williams, 8. Josh Popoli, 9. Josh Hodgson, 10. Dunamis Louis, 11. John Bateman, 12. Elliot Whitehead, 13. Ryan Sutton, 14. Saliva Havila, 15. Hudson Young, 16. Sia Soliola, 17. Corey Horsburgh, 18. Joseph Tapine, 19. Jack Murchie, 20. Bailey Simonson, 21. J.J. Collins. Head-to-head: currently the Raiders have the upper hand against the Cowboys after winning both games last season and 3 of their last 5. Last time they met in round 18 last year, Josh Papali and Jordan Rapana came up big and will be looking to do so again. The Raiders' backline is one of the most dangerous in the competition. Coming against a struggling backline in the Cowboys could be pivotal. If their relatively small forward pack can get them moving forward, then it could mean trouble for the Cowboys. The Cowboys will need to try and grind out a victory by controlling the ball and completing well. So far this year, the new-look Cowboys backline hasn't quite caught fire. The new names in Nene McDonald and Jordan Kahu haven't really got the chance to stamp themselves as Cowboys yet, due to the lack of go-forward. Michael Morgan will be eager to have a big game after not having a huge impact last week, as well as young gun Jake Clifford, who will be hoping to find his feet in first grade. Key battle: Jake Granville vs. Josh Hodgson. This week's key battle is between two players who play the hooking position very differently. Jake Granville boasts some serious pace from dummy half and can be a huge threat if the Cowboys are on the front foot. His defense is very solid, making the most tackles last weekend against the Sharks with 49 in 66 minutes. Granville can be dangerous when close to the opposing line with a good short kicking game. His pace from dummy half can catch some A&B defenders off guard. His running game has been a bit lackluster so far this year, only having 6 hit-ups against the Sharks, which is a bit below what Paul Green would ask from the dynamic hooker. Granville is a player that can change a game, and the Raiders will want to try and minimize his effect on the game. Josh Hodgson is one of the premier players in his position in the NRL and plays a very different role to Granville. Hodgson is a great ball player and a very smart footballer with a great kicking game. He runs the team around from dummy half and can find holes in opposition defenses that others wish they could see. With 2 try assists to his name this year, Hodgson is an attacking threat that the Cowboys will need to try and take care of. Hodgson is a 80-minute player who can slot into the halves and lock if need be. The Englishman made 34 tackles last week and will no doubt have an impact on the game this weekend. The important details: date, Saturday 6th of April. Venue, 1300 Smiles Stadium, Townsville. Kickoff, 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Referees, David Munro and Gavin Badger. WHO will win. After a poor outing against the Sharks, the Cowboys will be hoping to come out fast, with the home ground advantage, and a time slot that will suit the Cowboys. They will be a tough team to beat. But the Raiders' recent form and a backline that the other 15 clubs envy, they will be too strong for the Cowboys. Raiders by 8.